Hello and welcome to the right side of the bed. It's 7 a.m. on a rather rainy Tuesday with me, Ben Tustin.
And me, Louise Gore.
So what have you done to your wrist then?
I went ice skating last week and fell over.
Take it you're not good at ice skating then?
No.
We have a show packed full of current news, celebrity affairs and stories that will shock you. But before all of that, here's the news that's hitting the front pages on Britain's newspapers this morning.
Today's first story from the Daily Mirror. It's been reported that the qualifying games for next year's World Cup have been fixed by corrupt betting officers. 7 men from the crime syndicate in the Far East have so far been arrested and 2 charged. And from the Daily Express, a blast of cold weather is predicted in the next few months. Temperatures are expected to plummet well below zero, lasting for more than 3 months. So make sure you wrap up warm and drink plenty of hot chocolate.
Talking about the freezing cold. The pressure was off for Tottenham manager AVB. On a freezing cold night in Norway, bouncing back from a 6-0 thrashing by Manchester City, Tottenham secured their unbeaten run in the Europa League by beating Norwegian side Tromsø 2-0. Also, the Manchester United machine Ryan Giggs celebrated his 40th birthday today. His United teammate Ferdinand quoted him, "Carry on Giggs," saying he can continue for at least another 2 more seasons, which would be remarkable. Giggs stated, "I'm feeling good and I'm enjoying it." British teenager Ray Willis has signed a record-breaking deal at the age of 17 with Spanish giants Real Madrid. He only finished school in June 2013 and by September he found himself snapped up by the Spanish Super Club.
It's good for someone so young to find such a promising career so soon after leaving school. Many people struggle to find work after finishing a degree, never mind their GCSEs.
I couldn't agree more. The decision to leave education is by no means an easy one, as if finding a full-time profession seems a daunting process.
Jamie Glover has taken a closer look at the facts and figures for employment in the UK.
Hello, I'm Jamie Glover and I'm inside the University of Salford Library, just one of the many places to study in the UK. Despite tuition fees rising to £9,000, thousands of students have still made the decision to go to university. However, a place at university doesn't always guarantee you a job in the future. There are some career paths that can offer you a very bright future. I'm here at the AJ Bell Stadium in Salford, home to some of the country's top sports people. Come on, you Reds! They have skills we can only dream of having, but are they paid too much? For instance, Manchester United team captain Nemanja Vidic is paid a whopping £90,000 a week. Do you think that's fair, when some other people are just struggling to make ends meet?
Really interesting stuff. We are now joined by Alan Hunt and work experience consultant in careers and employability, Tim Ward.
Both of you have first and second-hand experience with making such choices. So Alan, how long was your playing career with the Salford Red Devils?
The last 2 years of my career, all my life, I said I wanted to play for Salford and finish my career there. So I got my wish. But that was the 2 years of a 15-year career. So it's pretty fortunate.
Besides playing for the Red Devils, what other teams have you played for?
Started at St Helens professionally. When I left Wakefield, that's where I applied my amateur trade, as it were. Majority of my career at St Helens. Before moving on to Hull and then Warrington.
What's the best team you played for?
All really, really good. I'd get strung up by a rope if I picked one out. It's just all different experiences.
Thank you.
Tim, how long have you worked as a work experience consultant?
Sometimes it does feel like all my life, but 4 years as a consultant, and then before that I was a personal development planning profile coordinator, a bit of a mouthful, and that was in the Salford Business School, and that's about developing self-awareness and reflecting on the skills and abilities that you've used during your academic career, but also through co-curricular activities like, you know, rugby teams, football teams, and some of the volunteering work that you can do alongside your studies.
Do you think going to university gives you an advantage?
Definitely. Especially if it's developing specific technical skills that you need through working in perhaps the media down here at Media City, or it could be through the law school, or perhaps, you know, learning the tools of the trade in the business school.
Thank you. We managed to speak to a few people on the streets of Manchester to get their opinion and experiences on the matter.
16.
My son's 16, so he's just leaving school.
Yeah.
So I don't envy him. I think it was a lot easier when I was 16, to be honest, to find work.
Do you think you're going to find it difficult when you leave university and try looking for work?
In the current job market, yes, but who knows what it'll be like 3 years down the line.
When you see like sports personnel, do you think that they get paid too much for what they do? In comparison to say other jobs?
Not really, no. No, because they're only a small minority, aren't they? Percentage-wise.
Yeah.
There's only one Ronaldo in the world, so he deserves it.
Tim, you coordinate the Graduate Gateway programme. What kind of things does this involve?
It's about taking students, final year students and graduates, unemployed graduates, taking them and giving them an idea of how to manage their career properly. So starting at the beginning, that's their A, that's their base, and saying how do you want to develop, what job do you want to get at the end of this. So we give them CV advice, we give them interview techniques, we even run some mock interviews for them, and then during the 3 or 5 days, depending on the length of the programme, they develop a personal brand which looks at their skills, their talents, their values, their abilities, and then putting it all together in a package and being able to market that to employers through interviews, through CVs, but also, you know, social media through Twitter, Facebook and LinkedIn.
Cool. Do you feel lucky in terms of your career choice, Alan?
Very. I saw my hero playing rugby on TV and thought that's what I want to do. And a lot of young kids do that, and to have the opportunity to do and spend my whole working life doing what I love. So I chose a career, but the career kind of chose me as well, because you've got to work really, really hard, and it's not always possible. You know, a lot of dreams are shattered, and people don't always make it, but I was very fortunate enough to be able to play rugby professionally.
We saw in the VT the harsh realities young people face when they leave full-time education. Have you noticed this, Tim?
Yeah, definitely. These days, as everyone's well aware that we are in, you know, poor financial situation at the moment, double dip, triple dip, recession, whatever it may be, students and graduates are coming on Graduate Gateway and they're depressed, they're down, you know, they've got this first class honours degree, but they can't find a job. So it's a case of building up the motivation to be able to go out to that workplace and find that job that they really want to do. But yeah, I have noticed it.
Do you have any advice for young people who are hoping to take up a full-time career in sport?
Yeah, work hard. Show people your talent. The best of you is not always good enough, but if you get in the right areas, you've got an opportunity. But away from the sport is plan and make sure that you have something else to do, because the lifespan of a sportsman, woman, isn't very long. When you consider your working life can be 50, 60 years, who knows how long or what age you're going to have to retire in the future. So plan and get the education, some of the stuff that Tim said, you know, you've got to sell yourself in that respect.
Thank you. You can share your opinion on the matter on our Twitter page and Facebook page, shown at the bottom of the screen.
Thank you to our guests, Alan Hunt and Tim Ward. We'll see you after the break.